My name is Masaki Takahashi. I'm the current Poet Laureate of Lansing, Michigan. I am the city-appointed Poet Laureate. I like to spread poetry around the city. I run a lot of workshops within the public school systems, and I host a lot of events. The things I did before I was Poet Laureate and the things I did during and the things I am doing after are the same thing though, because I just love what I do. The Poetry Room is an open mic that I turned into a nonprofit. The mission of it is to hold space for people of color. I like to have us share stories, work on our craft. It doesn't mean just for people of color, but that is something that I wanted to really hold space for, especially. Historically, the people who have been marginalized do not get to tell their story, and somebody else tells their story for them. So this is a space that we learn to better our craft and sharpen ourselves to tell our stories. Butcher My Name was birthed from constantly hearing somebody go, sorry to butcher your name, and then I was like, I gotta flip that somehow, butcher my name. And it was something that I think a lot of people may have gone through this, in the sense of, I am introducing my culture. I never changed my name for anybody because it was introducing my culture to people, and I made sure to correct people. I never Americanized my name because it was just the one I had to fight for, and that was the history of my name, and that's why it was so important to me. As a child, I did struggle with my own identity. Being Asian American, often I didn't belong in any type of group because there wasn't many of us. I didn't feel as though I fit any kind of stereotype or I had to be this certain way. I was just very much myself, and that was the only way that I learned how to be. Often I was more drawn into hip hop, and those were the kids that I hung out with just because we had that commonality. So it usually ended up being more people of color that I hung out with, and I noticed that every one of them was fighting for their own identity as well in a city that was primarily white. When I was younger and when I started writing, it was because of rap, hip hop, rap battles in particular. When I was 15, 16 years old, I saw Freestyle Friday on BET, where MC Jin becomes the first Asian American rapper to be signed to a major record label, which was Rough Riders. That inspired me to really defend myself, and all the times I was teased for being Asian American, to fire back and to stand for myself and to be proud, very proud of who I am and my culture. I hope that you are proud of being who you are. It's very hard to be a young person. I know I can't imagine going through that time again, but it also was very informative in who I was and being prideful of who I am. Sometimes it's hard, but I'm thankful for everything that I go through because it made me exactly who I am and gave me the stories to tell, and it became that much more powerful. As the meat clerk yells out, order up for Makishi, Miyaki, Masago. Is it you? It's Masaki, actually. I think to myself after I correct the pronunciation of my name, where do they get these other letters from? Like Miyaki, really? And why is this person chuckling? Maybe I too should find the irony hilarious if I wasn't so annoyed waiting for my order in this deli as the cashier apologizes for butchering my name. At this point, I'm used to it. My name is a fat that holds the flavor of my homeland, but still too much umami for this country's taste. So when it's being chopped down by a meat cleaver mouth, I correct them because my name is a proud wave of a tattered flag. It is my address, you can tell where I'm from. They say a name does not define you, but mine, it gives me definition. My name is Masaki Takahashi. It is the pride of my mother. It is the only remnants of my father I have left. My name means high bridge flourishing tree, as if my parents were prophets, knowing of the troubled waters I'd have to encounter while still trying to stay rooted in this life. My name does not mean roadkill to the lead-foot lips speeding too fast to notice the syllables they ran over. It is not a carcass for these vultures to pick at. I could remember always having to fight for this name. Schoolyard bullies hunting me like dead meat. Kids who heard my name and turned the jungle gym into a kill case, who wouldn't let me play on the swing, so I had to learn how to swing. Busted lip, black eye, swollen fist. I have bled for this name. This name will not submit to their slaughterhouse sensibility, will not be anglicized for resumes or changed for anyone's convenience. It is not appropriate to cut down into perfect model minority pieces for their charcuterie spread acceptance. My name, it is Masaki. And I would much rather starve than allow anyone to just butcher my name.